Hello, and welcome to the HRMantra ISO 27001 Staff Awareness Training.
We will be going through the basics of information security to ensure that all staff are aware of what we do here at SMS.
The first question here is, what do we classify as information? Information is an asset that, like other important business assets, is essential to an organization's operations and consequently needs to be suitably protected. When we talk about assets, we mean anything that has value to the organization. Information can be in many forms, such as printed, written on paper, or even verbal conversations and phone calls.
At SMS Environmental, we use 4 classifications to separate types of information. These are public, restricted, confidential, and strictly confidential. Public information is just that, information that is readily available to the public. Restricted information, such as customer data, internal emails, or customer risk assessments, can only be shared outside the organization with people who can already access it, such as the people who provided it to us in the first place. Confidential information, such as personal data of customers or employees, can never be shared with anyone outside the organization. Strictly confidential information, such as performance reviews, bank details, or passwords, likewise should never be disclosed to anyone.
What constitutes an information security concern? The simple fact of having no information security personnel could lead to serious security concerns, but there are external threats too, like targeted malware, various cybercrime organizations, or even individuals hacking our system for political or activist ideals. After all this, what is the point of information security? Simply put, it is to protect any information from within or without the business from any number of the threats from the last slide. With proper information security in place, we can minimize our financial losses as well as maximize business opportunities, further increasing business. And more business means more potential work and opportunities for everyone.
So, what are our objectives for information security? We must always seek to preserve confidentiality, integrity, and availability for everyone, making sure that the people who need access, and only the people who need access to information, have access, and the information that they receive is accurate, complete, and available when needed. Through this, we can increase our integrity and standing with other companies. What have we put in place? We have our own information security policy named ISMS 04. This provides direction and outlines our commitment to information security, as well as providing the scope and objectives of our information security management. ISMS 04 also states who is responsible for what, and this is available for all employees using our Google Drive.
Information security does not only warrant itself with computerized data. There are also physical concerns that go along with it. We must all ensure that we follow these guidelines, especially locking your PC or laptop if left unattended for any amount of time. It only takes seconds for someone to use your computer if it's left unlocked. We must also ensure that we only use our IT equipment for work purposes. This can limit the potential exposure to viruses and malware for our systems. At SMS, all of our IT equipment, from desktop PCs to our company phones, are password locked. By using a long, complicated password that is unique to you, we make it harder for potential criminals to hack into your IT equipment. However, if you share this password or write it down somewhere, you have nullified the complexity and security of your password. If you feel that your password has been compromised, contact the IT department immediately. They will handle the rest. If you suspect that there may have been an information security breach or incident, contact IT or compliance immediately by phone, email, or in person. The faster we act on these issues, the less of an impact they can have on our company. Always remember to keep these reports inside and never discuss this information with anyone outside our company. We should encourage our colleagues to report these incidents, and if you interfere or prevent others from doing so, you could face disciplinary action.
So what does this mean for the workday? There are a few instances where you might want to take photos while at a customer site. This might be for hazard reporting on Opus or to make the client aware of potential hazards. These are two very good uses of photography at work. You must be aware, however, that anything you photograph and upload to Opus can be seen by the client and also the whole company. Some photos could include information that can lead to a person or persons being identified and therefore putting them at risk. If this happens, the company could be fined up to £4 million. So make sure that when you do take photographs, there is nothing that can be used to identify an individual. What was mentioned previously is classified as personally identifiable information, and this is any information that can lead to the identification of an individual. Some examples of this are a date of birth, an address, or even their driver's license number. On its own, this information is fairly useless, but in combination with other pieces, it can be used to easily identify someone. To ensure that we don't accidentally share this information, make sure you are aware of your surroundings, and when photographing hazards in a residential setting, make sure that you don't include anything that could put the resident at risk of identification. When recording hazards, only photograph what is necessary. If you suspect that there might be personally identifiable information in frame, crop that out of the photo to prevent a data breach. Sometimes there can be funny or amusing items or photos around someone's home or workplace. You should never evidence this or share these with anyone. That is a data breach that will lead to fines. You should only use the work iPad or phone for photographing hazards. If you use a personal mobile for any of this, you are now personally liable and can be fined. The cost to a company for a simple data breach is huge, but this is just the monetary value. If a company is known as one that constantly leaks confidential information, that company will lose a lot of business. While a single data breach might not cause a company to go under, several can lead to heavy job losses, as the company will lose faith in the staff causing these breaches.
Bringing it all together, here are some of your responsibilities as an employee to help improve our overall information security. Always remember to lock your PC, even if you are leaving it for less than 30 seconds. Keep your desk clear of paperwork and clutter. This will lead to a better work environment for everyone, as well as a more secure workstation for yourself. Always keep confidential information confidential. Never share this information with anyone unauthorized. If you have any doubts, you can read any of the policies and procedures listed here. As mentioned, is the Information Security Policy. Discusses how you should use your work phone and how to conduct yourself when remote working. Goes into detail on how you should keep your desk. Handles all aspects of access control, including building and office access, network and user access, as well as what to do when an employee leaves. Provides guidance on passwords. Gives information on how to use your iPad securely.